In this math video, we're going to be learning about how we can calculate the area of different shapes. So first of all, you need to know that area is the size of a surface or the space inside a boundary of a flat object. So flat object meaning that it has to be 2D. You cannot find the area of a 3D shape unless you're finding the total surface area, which is really the area of every 2D shape on that 3D shape. Okay, so the area of this one here, there's different formulas for each of these shapes as well, but this one is the most common one that we see is how do we find the area of a rectangle. So the formula, the A stands for area, so the formula is length multiplied by the width. So the width is normally the smaller one. So the width in this case is 3 meters and the length in this case is 12 meters. So I'm just going to rewrite it out. Every single teacher will love it if you write out your working very clearly so we can see what your thinking is. It really helps us a lot. So please, when you do solve these questions, try and solve them in the way that I am now. Or write it out in this way. So area equals 12 times 3. So our area of this shape is 36. 12, 24, 36. And our unit of measurement is meters, and we're going to put a little 2 at the top, which means squared. And I just want to briefly explain to you why we're putting this square here, or one way of remembering why it's squared. So basically what we're saying is if it's 3 meters here, and if I divide the shape up into 3, now pardon my wonky lines, imagine that these are 3 equal lines, and then we did the same here with 12, so this one's going to be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I'll just split him in there. Okay, so very interesting wonky drawing. However, if you pretend that these were equal, and even if they weren't equal, if we counted every single square in here, we would get 36. So it's 36 square meters that would fit inside of a shape, a rectangle that has a width of 3 meters and a length of 12 meters. So that's what that's talking about. So it would be 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. And there would be 36 square meters inside this rectangle. Okay, hope that helped. So now moving on to our square. A square is a unique one because we actually only need one measurement. And the reason being is that for a square, all sides of a square are congruent, meaning that they are exactly the same or they equal one another. So in this circumstance, it's always going to be the side squared, or that the area will always equal the one measurement we have multiplied by itself. So the area in this circumstance is 4 squared, which is also 4 times 4. So our area is 16 centimeters squared. And again, if we went like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there are 16 centimeters, square centimeters inside this shape. Obviously it's not to scale. Okay, so now moving on to our triangle here. So we always kind of need these two measurements here. So we need the measurement of the height, which is this one, the height I'll just do a capital actually. Height. And then we need the base measurement, which is this one here. Base measurement. Okay, and the formula that we use to figure out the area of a triangle is area equals half multiplied by the base times the height. Okay, so area equals 1/2 or 0.5, because remember 1/2 is the same as 0.5, times the base, which in this circumstance is 4, times the height, in this circumstance is 10. Okay, so applying BODMAS or BEDMAS rules, we need to work from left to right. So in this equation, we need to multiply the half by the base, which is 4, before we multiply the 4 by the 10, which is the base times the height. Okay, so we do this part first. So I'll just figure this out down here for you. Actually, I'll just go here. Okay, so 0.5 times 4. So I'll add a 0 in so it's easier to see what I'm doing. So if this is new to you, I recommend looking at our decimal multiplication video and then coming back to this equation. So 4 times 5 is 20, so I'm going to put my 0 there and my 2 up here. Now 4 times 0 is 0 plus 2 equals 20. Now I have one digit over to the right of this decimal and only one decimal, so I move my decimal place in here. So my answer is 2. So now all I have to do, I'll rewrite my sum so it's a little bit clearer, is 2 times 10. And so my area of this triangle is 20 centimeters. Okay, so that's how you find the area of a triangle. Okay. So now we're going to look at how we find the area of a circle. So this is a little bit different. And it's going to involve this symbol here, which represents something called pi. So if you are unsure of this, or if you would like to learn a bit more about it, then I recommend looking at our video all about pi, the symbol of pi. So first of all, what we need to know is, that's an R by the way, is that our formula is pi times our radius squared. Okay, so our radius is 2 centimeters. So I'm going to write this out in full sentences now. So pi is 3.14. Pi is always 3.14. So 3.14 times our radius, which is 2 squared. Okay, so again, following BODMAS rules, I am going to solve this part first. So 2 times 2 is 4. So I'll rewrite the whole thing again, and there we go. So now I am going to solve this one in a vertical decimal sum. So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 times 3 is 12. And now I've got 2 digits to the right of my only singular decimal number. So I'm going to add 2 digits, 2 places back in. So my area of this circle is 12 and 56. Oops. 56 centimeters. Okay, so that's how you find out the area of a circle. Good luck, and remember to always show you're working out.